So yesterday I listened to Britney Spears' memoir, "The Woman in Me." I've been hearing, obviously it's all over, like the stuff the little tidbits that are in this book that are making it out into the public. People are writing articles about stuff. People are really turning on Justin Timberlake, and so I'm like, you know what? Let's dig into this. Let's see what Britney's life was really like. Um, a pop icon that I grew up with. She's only 2 years older than I am. So I literally, as I was growing up, I saw her from "Hit Me Baby One More Time" all the way to now. I've seen all the craziness, the tabloids, all that my entire life. So it's like, let's see what was behind that, or at least her version of the events behind that. And I gotta say, it left no stone unturned. I mean, she definitely addressed anything you would want to know, like anything you've wondered about. Hey, I wonder what happened in this situation or that situation, or I wonder if she'll talk about this. Yeah, she does. Basically, anything you can think of from her childhood all the way up until present day is addressed in the book. Now, whether or not her version of events is the actual version of events, who knows? There's definitely some stuff that I feel like we know happened, but it's kind of like the reasoning behind it is what's maybe in question. And I'm not saying I question it. I'm just saying that this is her truth of the events. This is her version of what happened. This is how she felt things were happening and what she was going through internally while all this stuff was playing out throughout her life. Obviously, she's been through a lot of stuff. Like I said, she's been in the tabloids basically since the beginning of her career. She's kind of been plagued with this paparazzi constantly hounding her, and I think it's still to this day. I don't think it's probably to the extent that it was, but definitely still deals with being a target of paparazzi. And so yeah, it was interesting to see her version of events. It was cool to see her perspective on things, and we got to, like I said, go through every one of the major events that we know about. The breakup with Justin Timberlake was a pivotal part of her life. The marriage to Kevin Federline, her having children, all the questions in the tabloids and in the media about whether she was an unfit mom, and why those things even became a question in pop culture. Like, why were we so concerned? It addresses all that stuff. It addresses anything you can think of that you remember from Britney Spears' life that you knew about in the public. She talks about. And like I said, we don't know. We don't know exactly. She's just giving us her perspective of the things that happened. The conservatorship with her father, basically running her life 100%, every aspect of her life for 13 years. That was kind of new to me. I knew about the conservatorship. What I didn't know is how long it went on. It went from 2007 to like 2021. 13, 14 years of having her career, everything from her career to literally her diet and exercise routine managed by her father. And so it's a pretty incredible story. Like, it's pretty wild, the life that she led, the conservatorship in general. Just having an adult be beholden to their parents when they're in their 30s is crazy to me. And so it was interesting to get the perspective from her point of view, of, how that looked, why it happened, why it was so hard to get out of. They controlled, like I said, not only her money, but her career, the decisions, like to whether she was going to perform at this place or go on tour or be a part of this song, or like every single aspect of her life. And she kind of went along with it, thinking that this is the only way she can spend time with her children, is if she goes along with this. That's the only way she'll be able to be a part of her children's life. And so I did learn some new stuff. I learned some new things about her relationship with Kevin Federline, what that looked like. And definitely, I think the big reveal was and this is a spoiler. If you haven't heard, or you still want to read the book and find out for yourself, don't listen. But the alleged, I guess, insistence that Justin Timberlake wanted her to get an abortion. She got pregnant by Justin Timberlake early on, and he pressured her, or at least put it out there, that he didn't want children and that she should have an abortion, and then did. And then, thereafter, they split up very soon after, and she kind of looked like the bad guy in the whole situation. I don't think anyone knew about the pregnancy or the abortion. We just saw, a bitter breakup that played out in his music specifically. So that was big, and then so finding out that was new information, the behind the scenes on that. But then also her childhood and what her father was like when she was young, and her relationship with her younger sister, and how that is not a good relationship even to this day. It's worth a read, and it wasn't boring. I started listening to the audiobook yesterday afternoon, and I listened straight through 6 hours, and I never felt like turning it off. So it's definitely, it keeps your interest, if you're interested in that sort of thing. If you care to know anything about Britney Spears, which apparently yesterday at least I did. So it was free on Spotify. I will say, if you have a Spotify premium membership, you can listen to the audiobook right on there. You don't have to worry about downloading it, getting it from Audible, or going out and buying the book. You can listen to it on Spotify. So that's how I did it, and if you want to check it out, you should. I would love to hear what you guys thought of this kind of tell-all book, because it really was a tell-all. I mean, it told everything. Like I said, it's from her perspective, so you have to take that into consideration. But I believe she was probably as genuine as she could be. I think from her perspective, that's what happened, and it seemed pretty believable to me. So anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys thought of the book. Let me know in the comments below, or you can reach out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, anywhere basically, at Real Brett Scott. And if you like videos like this where I talk about entertainment, pop culture, what I'm up to, what I'm into, then please subscribe for more, or favorite or follow Daily BS Podcast. And if you do decide to stick around, I'll talk to you again tomorrow.